like to thank YouTube for telling me that !?, subscribed. That's really cool of you, YouTube. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Lynx. Ugh. Yeah, it's weird how the human body works. I kid. I was, like, passed out, like, 15 minutes ago. And, you know, now I'm cool. I'm fine. It's almost like I've been awake the whole day. Only true Bennett fans wait since 10:47. 10:47. Did I even have the fucking thing set up at 10:47? I set it up pretty late today. Anniversary chapter is Jaws. At this point, like, the anniversary chapter is gonna be fucking, like, I don't know, like, Gex. Like, how fucking pissed off would the community be if the anniversary chapter is, like, a joke chapter? How pissed off do you think the community would be? Like, for Dead by Daylight's 10th year anniversary, we've decided to bring the legendary video game character himself to the realm of Dead by Daylight into the fog. Gex the Gecko. Extreme. I don't know. I think I'd be kind of cool with it if they played it completely straight. If they like didn't allude to the fact it was a joke, I think I would genuinely be cool with it. Oh, Skull Merchant got another skin. No. Yeah, I saw this earlier in the Discord, by the way. I'm well aware. It's just Behavior can't stop giving this character skins. That's a good skin, too. Holy shit. I actually really like this. It's either Jason, Vader, Pennywise, doesn't matter, they're all here. No. You gotta throw Gex in there. Gex the Gecko is like, that's horror media. There's a horror level in the Gex. Actually, there's I think there's 3 horror levels in Gex Enter the Gecko. Exactly. Checkmate, atheist. I wish there were more hints to Anniversary Chapter, how they did with Four Shapes of Pyramid Head. I think that was a once in a lifetime kind of thing. I don't know. I'm kind of happy they're not hinting it. Like, because it's the 10th anniversary, I feel like it's hyping itself, you know? I don't think Behavior needs to do anything, which I think is cool. And we're probably going to get some hints and stuff closer to it. It looks like Yui. I mean, I'm not going to say it doesn't. Also, before, because I know someone's going to ask this, because someone always does. But why did Behavior make a skin for Skull Merchant when she's not that good of a character and not that popular? I can tell you the reason why. It's very simple. Is there anyone in the chat who's an artist? Because one of them can answer that question for you right now, too. Why does Behavior keep making skins for Skull Merchant if no one plays her that much and she's not very strong? The simple answer is the artists really like making skins for this character. And I know why they like making skins for this character. Because she's probably the most standard human of all the killers. I have a feeling the same thing is going to happen with Krisu. Not yet. Not yet. I feel like Behavior's artists are waiting. They're waiting their chance. They're waiting in the sidelines. They're like, oh, yeah, we got those skins are coming. Yeah, also she can fit into any theme. She's just a woman. That's it. You can just throw her into anything. She works. It's relatively easy to, like, make assets for her because she's just... Like, think about it this way. Like, think about it this way. We were kind of joking about this looking like a Yui skin, but this could just be a Yui skin. They just have to alter the assets a bit. That's why. That's why she gets so many skins. Dredge gets so many skins because he has, like, unlimited possibility. You can do anything you want with this guy. Well, yeah, no, that's what I mean, though. It's because they like her, too. That's not me, like demeaning, but yeah, that's because they just like making stuff for her. None of her skins have Brazilian vibes, though. I mean, that would be something to take up with the artist, not with, like, that has nothing to do with the conversation. What does that have to do with the conversation, Marmy? I didn't say the skins were authentic. I just said the artists really like making skins for her. Workaholic, alcoholic, psychopath, cannibal, tech whiz. Exactly. She's perfect. Also, chat, fun fact. I was watching a video about Melee. Right. No, I get that. I understand she's Brazilian. She should probably have Brazilian skins. But my point is, that wasn't the conversation. What I was saying was the reason she gets so many skins is because the artists like her. That has nothing to do with the themings of the skins. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So I was watching a video on Melee before stream. And, yeah, the phrase wombo combo. I'm sure a lot of people in chat probably know what this phrase is, but you know, wombo combo. It's like it's a gamer phrase. Does anyone know where that comes from? Because you're not going to answer it correctly. To be fair, Skull Merchant uses a more exaggerated manga and anime-inspired cyberpunk equipment, so almost all her skins are fairly Japanese coded. That's also true. No, Mort. That's genuinely the reason why. That's why she gets so many skins. She's like, I don't like to use the word easy, but she's probably the easiest. She's probably the easiest to make skins for the art team. No, that is not the answer. Well, it's partially the answer, Kit. No, that is not where the phrase wombo combo comes from. Where did they get it from? Because that was staged, by the way. But where did they get it from? Because they didn't invent the term. I learned this earlier, and I was so mad when I figured out the answer. Happy Pete. Wombo combo. Fucking video. 17 years old, by the way. I bet he is probably older than most DBT players. So, the phrase wombo combo, it was popularized by the That Ain't Falco clip. The phrase itself, it's a kind of pizza. I'm not even fucking kidding. It's a type of pizza. What? This is the wombo combo. This is where it comes from. The caster, I forget his name. I think his name is Waffles, but That entire clip was partially staged, not fully staged. I should mention this. He knew that he knew it was going to happen. He just wasn't sure who it was going to happen to, and that was like a pizza place he used to eat at. So he just made the name Wombo Combo, and now it's just in the gamer lexicon. That's just so fucking funny to me. I love entomology. It's so much fun. Is it entomology if it's slang? Is that still entomology? I think that's still entomology. You had pizza today? I too had pizza today. Two can play. Oh my fucking god. Let's go gambling. Oh, dang it. How the fuck am I gonna make a build around two can play? No one dropped pallets against Pyramid Head. Pyramid Head pizza with Eldritch Horde. I can almost promise you there's a Pyramid Head pizza. I can almost promise you there's a Pyramid Head pizza. No, not pizza box. Pizza. Just pizza. Okay, it still just gave me pizza box. Okay, alright. It just... Fine, Google. Sure. Behavior. Balls in your court. Oh my god, what the fuck is this image? Okay. That's not even that funny. I just love the amount of effort that probably went into making this setup. I fucking can't. I miss Pizza Hut. The closest one to me is 2 hours from me. I think the closest one to me is like an hour. Something like that. Alright, we use Enduring. We're gonna bring Hubris again. And we're not gonna get Gideon's meat plant this time. I swear to God. I'm gonna bring, I'm gonna bring Knockout. Yo, trust me. No, I'm gonna bring Zancian. That way I know if they're running into a pallet or not. Okay. I have seen Pink Pyramid Head. Pyramid Head Pizza Box Silent Hill 2 Deluxe Edition add-on. I miss when Pizza Hut used to do, like, demo games when you bought a pizza. It was like 2 demo discs. I used to play the crap out of the Tony Hawk Pro Skater one. I'm just gonna bring Tablet. There's a chance I jump scare them and they just, like, drop the pallet on my head. Do you think I should have map bans on DVD? No. For map bans or realm bans. I don't think either, but I would appreciate the distinction, because that's a whole... Like, would you ban Borgo, or would you ban Shattered Square and Forbidden Ruins, or Forgotten Ruins, or just one of the other? I don't think map bans accomplishes anything. I've been, like... I've seen what happens when games introduce map bans, and my problem with them is that oftentimes it makes the game too community driven. It makes the game too community driven. And what I mean by that, so like Rainbow Six Siege is an example I bring up a lot. They fixed it a bit since then, but the way map bans worked in Rainbow Six Siege, like, it was to a point to where we would only play on, like, 3 maps. There was, like, I think 12 maps in the game at the time, and you would only play on 3 of them because the rest of them no one liked playing on. So they would just get banned. And when a new map got introduced, you would not be able to play on it for like 4 months. Because no one would want to play on it because no one knew the map. I'd ban Leeries. Are you kidding me? Leeries would be my ban. No, like, I don't think, because, again, map bans doesn't, I don't feel like it fixes anything. It makes things more bearable for a little bit, but those maps that no one's going to are still bad. That's all, it doesn't fix anything. The only difference is now you just don't go to Badham, but it's still in the game. It's still a terrible map, you know? Like, I don't agree with map bans. I never have in any game. I don't think they work in almost any game. Because the purpose of, yeah, like, and we all know if I ban Nostromo, you know, my home turf, I'm still getting it somehow. This is literally just my map at this point. I get this map so fucking much. Do it. What do you mean you don't want to drop the pallet on my head, Kate? Are you? Okay. I don't know if she was AFK or not, but alright. Everyone sub to the fake Pinette. Thank you, Bailey. Thank you. Everyone, take Bailey's words with pride there. Ace, what are you doing, my guy? Don't pre-drop it, don't pre-drop it. Wow. Bias. Fucking wow, alright. I thought I was about to get fucking juiced. I was really expecting someone to come over. Like, genuinely. Boop. There is no map that is worse for... By the way, map ban should only be per killer. That's the other problem with it, though. Like, I don't think that would be the solution in the slightest. Like, I don't... That just doesn't seem fair. There we go. What? Bye, Michaela. Did you have a hook on you? Did 2 can play do that? We'll never know, Chad. It's the best perk in the game for that exact reason. If I get banned one map for each thing, for each part, like for map killers and survivors, I'd ban alien map, Wesker for killer, decisive for survivor, because banning a whole survivor doesn't do anything. Well, I mean, I've never liked the concept of bans. I never have, in any game. Did someone just get rid of my 2 can play? Did someone think my 2 can play was genuinely that much of a threat to remove it? Okay. Bye, Michaela. That is 3 people on Death Hook. Is this the ace? I think this is the ace I haven't chased. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's the ace I haven't chased. Oh, that was good. I don't even know what the fuck he did. I'm leaving. Alright, whoever is over there, one of them is on Death Hook. Or both of them are on Death Hook. So, like, I have nothing to lose going for this right now. Unless they're calmed up and told each other that I was coming. Okay. Wow. Kate, you messed that up so hard. Oh my god. Oh. Is this the one I haven't chased? Yes. Okay, I don't care about you. There you are. Oh, that was a good dead hard. How did they have dead hard? Okay, bye, Ace. It's impossible to make every balance for every... It literally is. Like, there's no way to do it. Every killer is so unique, there's no way to do it. It's the same thing in every game. You can't make every map balance for every character. It's just impossible. Some characters will thrive on some maps, some won't. There's no solution to that. Yeah, Gambit is broken. He's banned because of his broken ult. But, like, what if you like playing Gambit? Damn, Michaela. Oh, the ace I didn't chase. Hyper Focus, Dead Hard, Inner Strength Scavenger. Okay, fair enough. What did the other one have? Dead Hard, Decisive, Finesse, Windows. Babysitter, Adrenaline, Decisive. Flow State actually is really funny because that actually does counter Pyramid Head quite a bit. But that's the thing. You can't do that because of the inequality of the killers. Lynx, I'm happy. I'm happy to know this is you. Thank you for posting an image of yourself. Thank you for that. Oh, you like Gambit? Picked another hero, bozo. Reddit probably. Like, no, for real though, that's the thing though. Like, that's why I've said it before. Like Rainbow Six Siege is probably the biggest, my favorite example of this because of how prominent some of the bans were, to the point to where I would tell people, like, if I introduced people to Rainbow Six Siege, I don't know how it is now, but back when I played, I was like, hey, do you like this character? Like Mira? Oh, well, they're banned in 90% of matches, so if you enjoy playing them, tough shit. You can't. I don't care. Nope. You're not allowed to play them. Nope, the community said you can't play them. I don't care how much you like them. Nope, you can't play them. Like, Clash? Oh, you like Clash? Nope, you can't play Clash either. Oh, I really like Kavera, and she's not that... Yeah, she's not that good, but people ban her in 90% of matches still. Oh, you're an Overwatch player, and you really enjoy Sombra? Nope. Nope, can't play Sombra either. Nope, sorry about that. Nope, everyone hates her. Again, she's not even that good, but everyone hates her, so she's permabans. Sorry. Oh, you like Black Widow in Marvel Rivals? I'm going to deep cut with this, by the way. Oh, well, unfortunately, something happened, so everyone's going to ban her for the next month. Oh, you like Fuse? That's cool. Just don't play him on us, dude. uh... Elsa, yeah, Elsa was also permabanned. Like, that's why I don't like ban systems. I like them in professional play. I really do. I enjoy them in professional play, and I enjoy them when it's like a full stack versus a full stack. In random public lobbies, though, even if it's like in ranked, I don't think ranked systems work, or ban systems work. Because it just encourages just following the general consensus. That's not the point, though. Mork, that's not the point. It's not a matter of mastering the character. It's a matter of, I want to play this character because I enjoy them. That's the point. If your favorite character is Mira in Rainbow, or was Mira back in the day in Rainbow Six Siege, you're not allowed to play the character. You're just not. You'll get her in 1 in like 40 matches if someone forgets to ban something. Same thing with the maps. Like I said, Rainbow Six Siege, it's like, oh, I really love I really love Outback. Well, the community doesn't, so you're never playing it. Ever. Like, it's unfortunate, but like that's just why I don't like ban systems. They just encourage a weird setup from the community. Game afoot. Game afoot? Who the fuck banned my Outback Steakhouse? Now, Outback was a map in Rainbow Six Siege a lot of people didn't like playing for a lot of reasons. But if you learn to play the top floor from the bottom and the bottom floor from the top, it really wasn't that bad of a map to learn. But the problem is, people didn't want to do that. So, no one wanted to play on it, so it would, I think it had like a 98% ban rate. And it's like, okay, why does this map even exist? And then they reworked it, and people liked the rework, but because it was new and no one knew how to play on it, it still got banned in 98% of matches. Says every killer has a bad map. Yes, true. But do you really think that most people wouldn't just ban Badham most of the time? I'm not. I'm glad I played or play or have played a lot of multiplayer games because I've learned a lot from it, I feel. I just don't like the idea of a ban system. I don't think it accomplishes anything. Because that's the other thing. If there's so many bad maps, like, I know people are going to list some. It's like Badham, Gideon's, Leary's, fucking, Freddy Fazbear's, Eerie of Crows, Garden of Joy, fucking Ormond. I know a lot of people hate Ormond. That's the point of it. But the thing is, in a public setting, that's not how it works. You just ban whatever's the strongest. That's why what I would do in Rainbow Six Siege is me and my team, whenever I've stacked with people, we would ban Jaeger, and people would disconnect when we did it. Because he wasn't that strong, he was just essential for the game to function. So if you banned him, or Thatcher, then the game just wouldn't function. You were removing, like, an entire identity to... You were removing an entire portion of identity to a team composition. To, like, any team composition. So people would just, like, leave if you did it. That's why I think League has probably done it the best with bans, because they let every person ban one character. It still sucks, and they can also be duplicates. So if one of your teammates bans, like, I don't know, Mbeza, and someone on the enemy team also bans Mbeza, it's just one ban to that character. That's fundamental game design issue. Not always. Again, what about the characters that are weak and still get bans? What about them? Again, Sombra was banned in 98... What was it? 90... Was it 90% of matches? Clash in Rainbow Six Siege was banned in, I think, 80% of matches. She wasn't that good either. She was just annoying as fuck, so people didn't want to play against her. And the devs couldn't do anything, because if they buffed her, like, that doesn't... Then she's still going to get banned. They can't nerf her. You could rework her, but then the people who enjoy her playstyle, the little that exists, and were willing to wait for the chance to play her, they get screwed. What was my perk? Game of Foot? Game of Foot. No, God, no, Lynx. I mean, that was part of it. The problem with Jaeger is that his ADS system was a utility dump. It stopped so many things, especially as the game kept adding more projectiles. It became so necessary to have on your team that he just became the best character. They removed his ACOG, they nerfed his gun damage, they made him slower, and they made his ADS have a cooldown rather than only, like, work for 3 things. And even still, he is one of the most essential characters to the video game. Night Gold Legion and Nurse would be permanent. Exactly! And that's not fun. What if you enjoy those characters? What if you enjoy playing those characters? Yeah, it's just called the Skull Merchant treatment. Yeah, I don't like this character. I'm just going to... 80% of the community is going to DC immediately against the character until they get nerfed. Skull Merchant would... I don't know if current Skull Merchant would. I know, like, people still don't like her, but I feel like the hate has just, like, drifted over to Ghoul at this point. I think a lot of the Skull Merchant hate shifted to Chucky for a while, and then it went from Chucky to Ghoul. And it's still on Ghoul, I feel. Whenever you basic break... Special break, okay. Damn it. I was going to run Goblet. I was going to have some fun with it. What am I going to run with Game of... I guess I'll just run... do I really want to keep running Music Box? I'd rather a problem with the community that can't put up with the inconveniences. I mean... It's supposed to be... Gaming's supposed to be fun. It's not fun if the thing you enjoy is just not allowed. And not from like a toxicity standpoint, but from like a, wow, I really like this character. Wow, I'm not allowed to play this character anymore. That just feels bad. Clown, though, that's why a lot of people liked Legion. He was very simple. You just kind of just turned your brain off. It was really nice. Let your teammate do all the work. That's why I like support characters. Yes, rust-colored egg and black strap. Yes, 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 yes. The ultimate combo. Yes. I just don't. I personally just don't like ban systems. I just don't. I never have. Not in a public setting. I don't mind it in an organized setting or in like, not scrims, but like when you're with stacks, playing against stacks. I don't mind it in those situations, but in public settings, I don't think it works. And again, like, you can argue, oh, it's because the characters are badly designed. For some of them, it's not even bad design. It's just they're annoying, so people don't want to play against them. And I don't think I don't think you should be condemned from playing a character in a video game just because the community finds them annoying. I don't think that's fair. The problem, Clown, I've talked about this a bunch of times. The biggest problem with Legion, in my opinion, wasn't even like the annoyance factor or that he wasn't that good in Chase or anything like that. The biggest problem with Legion is that he would make games drag on too long. He made games drag on so fucking long. Every time I went up against a Legion, it doesn't matter who the other killer was. The game would last like fucking 15 to 20 minutes. And that's the thing. I feel like that affected a lot of the queue times, and that's why they had to remove him. The annoyance part was a factor for sure, but I don't think it was the whole thing. Because if it was just annoyance factor, like, I don't know. I feel like other killers would have been removed by now, too. If it's not fun, then why bother? Well, that's the problem with PvP games. It has to be fun for both sides, and that's a really hard thing to... That's a really hard thing to do naturally. Would you like Venom in DBD? No. It's not that I don't think he belongs, it's just... I don't know. I'm not a big Venom fan, personally. I think you can make it work, but with how Venom has been shaped over the years to become more of an anti-hero than a villain, I think he works... I don't think he works too great in that kind of situation. The idea would be interesting for sure. Thing is, I feel like Venom's power would just be Ken's. But the thing is, we're running out. Of viable ones. I should add that in there. We're running out. If he brings his cupcake skin with him, fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, but Marmy, I've talked about this before. I only brought Game of Foot. I did not make a build. Becky, fear me in my Game of Foot gameplay. God, I'm a fucking idiot. I only brought Game of Foot. Why do people listen to anything I say? Why do people give a single solitary fuck about any opinion I have on this game when I do stupid shit like this? I did not plan this, I swear. I swear it wasn't planned, chat. Happy time, Unga Bunga. Only if I'm chasing the obsession, though, and I'm playing Pyramid Head with nothing to break pallets with. Oh, they fixed... Oh, did they? Does it work with Obsidian Goblin now? Tunnel the Obsession. I can't tunnel the Obsession because Game of Foot won't let me. Oh, scratch marks. How I love you. Oh, that was good. Boop. Hi, Leon. Nice build. Yeah, whether it's the best build in the game. Shut up. I can test it after this match. I didn't know. I didn't read all the bug fixes. I guess it was a bug, chat. I guess we were wrong. I guess our theory of the killer having to directly touch the pallet was incorrect. That was literally the only thing we could do to make sense of that interaction. Oh, they get that. Oh, no, they don't get that heal off. Ayo? If I win this match somehow... Alright, Claire. Oh, hang on. Claire. Oh, not in Chase. Never mind. Shit. Omni-Man in DBD would be fire. Didn't we just talk about how we want more horror characters in DBD? I feel like Omni-Man shouldn't be our fucking barometer for that. Nothing against the character, and I actually think he could work. I just think it's funny that we went to that. Okay, I think this is Felix. Okay, this is Felix. Oh, hi. I'll wait this out. I got nothing to lose here. You gotta walk on it at some point, Claire. Damn. Could you fucking imagine if that hit? Oh, wait, I'm upset. Wait, hang on. No! Fucking Game of Foot. I don't think a killer in DVD should be horror themed at all. What? What does that statement even mean? I forgot Leon's dead. He could have ran back to the gate and just opened it. I don't know why he didn't. Yeah, I got a kill. Somehow. I was kind of expecting Felix to come over. Also, it's going to be funny to see if Claire had Decisive Strike. Wow, Felix, you won against a Game of Foot Pyramid Head. GG's. Hyper-focus, resilience, adrenaline. I mean, I guess it's ego. I mean, it's fine. Okay, let's see if this works. Goblets, lethal, Spirit Fury. After you break 2 pallets. Okay. The map doesn't really matter. Humans are egocentric creatures. We all have an ego. But because we have an ego, we don't think we do. Most people, most human beings think they're better than every other human being. It's just human nature to think so. And before you're like, well, I don't. Yeah, I said most, not everybody. Why do I always give the bots no mither? I always forget to change it. Alright, shit, Steve bot. No. Don't go to the window. Don't go to the window, Steve bot. No, drop a pallet. Steve bot, drop the pallet. Yes. Do I get it? Oh, you do now. Huh. Oh, that's cool. You do now. That's great. I wonder if Vecna gets it with hand now. Where is he? Is it this one? No, it's sword. Sword, right? Whenever you cast Mage Hand? Okay. Remember the time we spent like 2 hours fucking testing this on like every killer chat? Ego? I don't know her, bro. Usually there's no in-between, and the in-between comes from humility, typically. But humility, from an outsider's perspective, can look like a lot of different things, not necessarily humility. Even competence. It's like the difference between competence and arrogance. Like, depending... There is a difference between the two, but to a lot of people, competence can come off as being arrogant, and arrogant can come off as being competent. Like, it's... Again, it's just... It's human nature. Alright, Vecna's French, I forgot. I forgot Vecna gets fucking Zancian Tactics for free. I forgot about that. Megbot. Megbot, no, drop a pallet. There's one right there, Meg. Drop the pallet. No. Megbot, drop the fuck... Stop taking windows and drop the pallet! Oh, Megbot, drop the fucking pallet! Thank you! Jesus! He does! Huh. Huh. So I'm gonna tell the Vecna player base. I just got outplayed by a bot. Yeah, fuck you, Steve Bot. Alright. We behavior notice you want killers with more aura, so we added a permanent glowing outline to spot them better. Buffed all survivor aura perks to display the killer better. There you go. I still think gen auras should have an outline around them. I don't understand why they don't. Was there another weird one that didn't give it? I think it was just Vecna and Pyramid Head. They were like the only two because their attacks were indirect, so that was our assumption as to why. The difference between confidence and arrogance is if you're correct or not. That is true, but a lot of people don't see it that way. There's a lot of people who see being confident as being arrogant, no matter what. I don't have an ego can kind of be argued as an egotistical statement in the fact that you're kind of saying I'm better than other people because I don't have... Exactly. Like, that's the complication of, like human nature. Again, everyone has an ego. Everyone has a bias. Everyone, like... Because ego doesn't mean you think you're better than others. Ego just means you understand yourself. Technically, being self-deprecating is having an ego just in the opposite direction. Why did I type bias? Well, I mean, I'm actually going to defend behavior on that one because, one, there's not that many people playing Pyramid... Face the Darkness, okay. One, there's not that many people playing Pyramid Head to report such a thing. And two, most of the people that were playing Pyramid Head and noticed it didn't think it was a bug. We thought it was a feature. So, like, it probably wasn't high up on that priority list at all. I don't blame them at all. Confidence is believing in your powers, arrogance is believing in your stupidity. But again, it doesn't matter what the actual definition is. That's my point. The definition doesn't matter. It's what people think. People confuse the two and conflate the two all the time. Same thing with like being humble and being self-deprecating. Those two get conflated all the time. A lot of times by the people being humble, quote unquote humble. I fall into that trap all the time. Like, I'm like, yeah, I'm being humble. I call myself stupid all the time. People are like, that's not being humble. That's just being self-deprecating. So, you know what? Maybe. Perhaps. Perhaps. I guess I'll do a Hex build. Since we're bringing Face the Darkness. What hexes do I feel like will work? Pyramid is such a shit killer with synergies, I swear to God. Oh yeah, use Hex crowd control to block windows, you know. The thing you kind of want people to use, so they're locked in animation, so you can land your power. I'll use Hex Hivebind, you know, when you hook your first survivor, which might be your fourth hook. Might be your first, but it probably isn't going to be. Fuck it. I'm bringing Overture of Doom, and you can't stop me. No one can stop me. I'm doing it. Thrill the Hunt, and I'm bringing Undying. I don't care. Where is it? Where's Undying? There it is. Yeah, the ultimate build, chat. The P100 Wesker dashing backwards by exploiting map geometry to grab you with his ass for the 420th time. It's just a feature. I mind with Eerie Seal. No, I did. No. I got this. I got this. I bring in the greatest named perk of all time. Overture of Doom. This perk should really just work on the 3 farthest. It's a hex. It's fine behavior. It tells them you have it. Technically speaking, hang on a second. If you have Overture of Doom, Unforeseen, Dark Devotion, Fazcoin, and Access Panel, you could have your terror radius in 5 places on the map at once if everything lined up. I saw the Trapper in Dwight Red Legacy, yes. I also saw some people making fun of it and saying, like, oh shit, DBD is going to go free to play, isn't it? For the 10th year anniversary. It really should at this point. I know a lot of people think that free to play is just going to make the game, like, infested with cheaters, but honestly, this game should just be free to play. I fully believe it should. And we should just have to deal with the consequences. This game is already infested with cheaters. I know. But I still think the game should just go free to play already. Rip the band-aid off. I know it's already infested with cheaters. I'm aware, chat. I just don't think that's a reason not to make it free to play. I just don't. The cheaters is already infested with game. Thank you. Thank you, Chin. It's typing my message, just glancing. Fair enough. Fair enough. Honestly, though, shouldn't that be an argument for making it free to play, anyways? If it's already infested with cheaters, wouldn't making it free to play not really affect anything? It'll be infested with bots like TF2. It already is, though. That's my point. It already is. Devil Dinosaur's coming to Marvel Rivals soon. God, he looks so fun. Yeah, I'm glad they went with a more simple design for the dinosaur. And it's cool as shit to get a T-Rex, a playable T-Rex in a PvP game. Even if it isn't completely a T-Rex, you know. I'm aware. I know Clown. That's what I'm saying. I don't see the point. People who are going to cheat are going to do it anyways. Also, statistically speaking, if more people play the game because it's free to play, wouldn't that mean that the chances of a cheater would actually be less? Because let's say there's a... Oh my god, I got Overture of Doom value. Oh my fucking god, I got Overture of Doom value. This is the greatest match of all time. I can't believe she landed back into that. I'm gonna try to get them to reset with Laura. I can't believe I got Overture of Doom. Right at the start of the match, too. Okay, there goes two of my totems. Oh, more Overture of Doom? Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way. Did I trail out there? Why is... What? I don't remember trailing out there. When the fuck did I do that? Come on, Kate. You can't even be mad about that. Well, here's the thing. A proper anti-cheat would be terrible. Good dodge. Oh, she's gonna go right to the window. Does she have life? No. Oh, right, Scarlet Egg. That's how. Overture of Doom value! This is why music box is, like, required, by the way. What? Where are you? Fucking dude, I'm getting so much Overture of Doom value. This is insane. I think I've gotten more Overture of Doom value in the past, like, in this whole match than anyone has in the entirety of the perk being existent. Oh, good dodge, Ada. Come on, Ada. I thought genuinely she would walk back into that. Overture of value. Welcome to the Overture of value. I have to kick it. They keep coming back to this. Okay, maybe I don't have to kick it. The gen will change. I believe it changes. Hi, Laura. I can't believe you fucking did that, but hi. Let me kick this one. Boop. Hi, Nia. Bye, Nia. They get Laura off hook. They failed a skill check. Or was that Nia? Did they get Nia and Laura? Did she go right next to her? Hi, Laura. Do you have decisive, Laura? Oh, wait, you can't. You guys healed. Never mind. No, my Overture of Doom, chat. They got it. Those bastards. Any means necessary? They're gonna finish that gen, that's fine. Nia, did you really just not move? Did you just say fuck it? Nia really just said, nah, I ain't moving. Nope. My teammate can't help me. Stand ready for Bennett's arrival. I cannot believe we got so much Overture of Doom value. Like, I can't get over it. That was fucking insane. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me, man. This perk is so overtuned. What was I saying a second ago? Yeah, so the only way to, like, fix, like, the only way for a game to have proper anti-cheat is, again, the only solution is the thing no one wants. No one wants it. It's kernel level access. That's the only way to have good anti-cheat. But no one wants kernel level access. For good reason. I understand why no one wants it, but, like, it's realistically the only way to do it. Because I can't think of a game with actual good anti-cheat that doesn't have kernel level access. I can't. It's my favorite part of the match, chat. Behavior really needs to figure something out about this, by the way. Like, when there's only 2 survivors left, and, like, there's 3 gens up, like, I feel like there should be something that can be done. But I'm not 100% sure. Like, I don't know what the solution is. Because I think once there's only 2 survivors left with, like, more than 1 gen up, it kind of is just a slog for everybody. Oh, so that was a good demonstration of why you don't break Pallet's Pyramid Head. It's just dumb. If that pallet wasn't there, she could have just dodged it, but she's locked in animation. I heard her drop, if you're curious how I knew she was there. Good dodge. I'm not running Blackstrap, unfortunately. Waiting it out just in case, Kate. You never know. It's either this or have cheaters hold your game hostage. How often does it actually happen? Because I don't... It's never happened. It's happened to me... I played this game for, what, 4 years now? I think it's happened to me once. One time. How did I win this? What the fuck? Oh, Laura had quick game, but that's why she kept moving, I'm assuming. I can't believe I got so much fucking Overture of Doom value. That's so stupid. Well, they probably can, but there's a lot of reasons why you can't just do that. You can't, because What if it's not the fault of the player? What if it's the fault of the game? What if a bug happens and like they go like super fast? Should we just ban them for that and assume they're cheating? Can I finish Unknown right now? Also that. Yeah, Wither brings up a good point too. What if the cheat... Because we know that's a thing they can do. Because I remember the match I was held hostage in. And again, this was like was it a year ago? It was either a year ago or 2 years ago. Again, it's only happened once to me. It was on Leary's, and the guy who was cheating was able to pick his... He was able to instantly pick his teammates up. So all of us were stuck there. Not just me. The entire... Everyone was just stuck there. Like, would the detection be like, oh, they got up instantly. That guy's cheating. Even though they weren't, someone else was and just did it to them? This isn't me advocating for kernel-level access anti-cheat. It really isn't, but it's more so me saying it's literally the best anti-cheat that exists. And again, I understand the fears and why people don't like it. It's a big reason why a lot of people won't play Valorant, or I think League has it now too, but it's a big reason why people won't play Valorant. It's because the anti-cheat in that game is kernel level. It's just unfortunate, because again, it's like the best possible thing you can do. I wish there was a way to make it safer, but there really isn't. Nothing but misery. Okay. Okay, it's going to be nothing but misery in this match, I guess. How do they get 2 hexes in a row? The game should refuse to do things that aren't supposed to happen naturally instead of outright banning. I don't know if it's possible. I don't think it's possible in any game. I'm trying to think of a game that's like, that has no, like, that has a way to do that, and I really can't. Games can try to prevent it, but people usually find a way around it. That's always the problem with trying to get rid of cheaters in general, is that no matter, it's a fucking Cold War. It doesn't matter. Like, oh, we made it so they can't do this anymore, and then they're like, well, we found a way around that, and then like it's just an endless battle. So devs usually have to get creative, like fucking like how Arc Raiders did it. Like, say what you will about that game, but their way of handling like people no clipping into rooms was the funniest shit, because it wasn't even in the patch notes. It was the funniest shit. For those that don't know, in Arc Raiders, there were people who would no clip into like locked rooms, and the way the devs got around it was, instead of removing no clipping because they really couldn't because of what the game is, they made it so that if you enter a room that is locked and you're in the room, there are sensors in the room that just set you on fire and kill you. It was the funniest thing for like 2 days. It was so good. What do I... Well, I'm zoning, so copper ring it is, I guess. Copper ring tablet, I guess. And if I'm in wanting, I guess we play. I guess Stabiful Rapid it is. We've won with this before. It's definitely good. It's a good build. Good build, chat. Good build. Run in all your matches. You'll win 100% of them, guaranteed. Do I just run... I feel like I don't need to run BAM or Brutal. I'll just run Enduring with it. No, I never know what the fourth perk for this should be. A Fog of War mechanic? What do you mean by Fog of War? Like what League has? Because I don't know how that would work at all. The position data is not sent to clients if the client has no way of knowing the location of the players. Right, but would that work with how the servers are? Because aren't the servers... Because of how the servers are, I don't think that could work. Also, I wasn't even talking about behavior. I don't think no-clipping is an issue at all in this game, really. It's not. I don't think it's a prominent issue. I think it's probably the least common cheat. Most cheats are just subtle. Remember that Yoon Jim we went up against a few weeks ago, where she was just like slightly faster than me? Like, I noticed, but if I wasn't paying attention, I probably would have never known. It's just an example. I know, but like, I don't know the inner workings of behavior, and neither does anyone here. So like, I don't know why they aren't doing half the shit they do. That's the thing. That's why like I love these discussions from like a meta standpoint, but not a meta, but like from a metatextual standpoint, I should say. But like from a like they should fix it this way standpoint, I don't fucking know. Maybe they can't afford it. Maybe the servers can't handle it. Maybe there's just like there's other reasons they can't do it or won't. That too. I think that's another problem. I mean, Rainbow Six Siege had a lot of cheaters. Like, you would see like hundreds of people getting banned. Like, I would play the game for like 3 hours a night, and I would see literally like 200 people get banned every single night. And the game was still infested with cheaters. It didn't matter. That's the other problem with it. The only game I know of that doesn't have any cheaters in it is Valorant. And even then, I think it sometimes it still gets them, but not often. I don't know what my fourth perk should be. Fuck. We're bringing... No, I don't want to bring Wingwings. I probably should bring Wingwind, actually. Yeah, it's not Terror Raid, it's base cool. I think Valorant really is the only game I can think of that just doesn't have a cheating problem. At least not a massive one like most other games. League doesn't really have a cheating problem, technically speaking. Depends on your definition of scripts and micros and such. Like, is a micro command a cheat? Is a script a cheat? If they are, by the way, that means half the TF2 community is cheating. No, I know. I've seen their code. People have shown it. I'm aware. It's called spaghetti code for a reason. It's basically block coding, which is one of the worst ways to code something, especially nowadays. Which makes me really feel for any like new coders or developers that like join Behavior because they got to learn that shit. It's hard enough to learn someone else's code. It's even harder when it's something like that. Whenever I think of like coding stuff like that, it always just reminds me of the Ratchet and Clank 2 story. For those that don't know, is Discord cheating? By most definitions, technically, yes, Discord is cheating. So for those that don't know, Ratchet and Clank 2, there's a level. I forget the name of the level. It's the snow level towards the end of the game. Snow level. Ratchet and Clank 2. What is it called? Siberius, that's what it's called, Siberius. So for those that don't know, so the story behind Siberius is really funny. So basically what happened was the game was like supposed to ship in like a month. And one of the developers didn't finish the level and was like, okay, you have to finish this level. So one of the main developers stayed overnight. He stayed over a weekend. He made this entire level in a weekend. I'll get to that in a second. And one of the developers had the level half finished. And for those that don't know about coding, learning someone else's code is basically like learning like a whole other language. So what happened was he just said screw it and deleted all the code and rebuilt the entire level from start over an entire weekend. He built an entire level for a video game in a weekend. And it is one of the worst levels, not only in that game, but probably in the entire franchise. It's so funny. I will learn the code and fix it all. Good luck with that. The game is balanced around being a solo player and having no external information. So technically, yes, but no, since no one gets banned for it. Well, no, I mean, it's technically yes, but, like, it's also impossible. Because the problem with that argument of, well, technically yes, because no one gets banned for it. Okay, let's take Discord out of the equation. Okay, what if I give someone my phone number and we're just in a group call? Is that cheating? What if we're just all in the same room? Is that cheating? Like, where is the line drawn? Is it because it's the third-party service? Is that what makes it technically cheating? But again, then that brings into question, well, what's the difference between doing that and just having 3 of your buddies come over and playing in the same room and you're all talking anyways? Hell, that's probably more cheating because you can see their screen. Which I guess you could do on Discord because you can just screen share. What? Bye, Rose. I like your smile. I haven't touched a keyboard since 2023. Of course it's my fucking obsession. Of course! Oh, good shit, Michaela. I can't believe she baited it like that. That was really good. I have no idea if anyone had a flashlight, by the way. I am unaware. Blightmanes haven't watched since approximately the same time period. That's a little mean to Blightmanes, I feel. Has Blight, by the way, has Blight's pick rate dropped? I haven't checked. I don't know if Nightlight is updated at all or not. I'm curious if his pick rate's dropped since the nerf. Okay. That seemed like a weird thing to do. So this is what AI, being an AI tech bro, does to your brain, Chad. Michaela, come here, Michaela. Come here, Michaela. Come here, Michaela. Oh, there's my nothing but misery. Rose, come here. Come here. I have nothing but misery. I'm OP now. Oh, she just left the fucking loop. Look at how slow she is, chat. OP. It's OP. Boop. If I find Michaela, she's fucking dead, by the way. Or young. Young works too. Senor Young, you're slowed down. I am really fast. Did he had balanced, right? I don't remember. Nice try, yeah. Boop. His pick rate went up, but his kill rate has drastically went down. Okay, that's good. I'm not taking him there because my totem is right there. Do I somehow win this? Oh, dodge, mate. I was gonna say, I don't think you make that. Boop. And you still didn't even get stunned, Claudette. Good job. I thought the crow was young. He really wants this balance value. He takes that? Yo, this main building is fucking insane. Are you kidding me? Can I even play this? Yo, what an insane main building. Nope. You go... Jesus. His pick rate is 0.5% higher and kill rate is 4% lower since the nerfs. That's pretty dramatic. I think that means it accomplished what it wanted to, right? And I feel like that pick rate will go down over time. I don't think the pick rate was going to go down instantly at all. I think it was going to take some time. Balance, flow state, pharmacy, desperate measures. Let's talk about those. Wait, Hag got buffed? Wait, did I miss something? Or are you just joking? Dragon's Grip. God damn. I'm gonna get a good perk. It's gonna happen. I love gambling, chat. Well, again, you also have to, like... Can I not spell dragon? Oh, I can't. I'm dyslexic. My bad. Because, like... If I go to kill rates on Nightlight... Kill rate... Killer pick rate, DVD Nightlight... Like, he's still fourth most picked, right? Sure, but also we have to remember... Also, I get a ghoul fucking shot up again. Because what was his pick rate before? Yeah, his pick rate's actually shot up again. Yeah, it's probably good. Why was it so low in July? Oh, that's when Ghoul released. I was like, why was it so low? Oh, right. Ghoul came out. I think it'll progressively get lower over time. Even if it doesn't, that just means that they have to do more. I've said it before. I'm glad with this being a first step. Look at that kill distribution, though. Holy shit. You're either goated at Blight or you suck at Blight. Set of boring traps. Some people like that playstyle. Not a lot, but some people like that playstyle. I love looking at the screen sometimes. I feel like there was a character that was surprisingly #1 only a couple weeks ago, and I forgot who it was. It Trickster? Yeah, I mean, obviously he got reworked, so that's probably why, but yeah. Ghoul's probably here to stay at the top. Same with Wesker, same with Springtrap, same with Blight. Ghoul because of how funny he is, Wesker because he's Wesker, Springtrap because FNAF fans, and Blight because he's good. Oh, there is. There's more Twins mains than Hags mains. I would agree with that. But that doesn't mean the killers shouldn't exist the way they do. That doesn't mean there aren't people who enjoy that playstyle and shouldn't be catered to. And I'm not saying I don't even like the idea of the traps doing debuffs, but I still would like them to be traps. We've had this conversation so many times here where it's like, I don't like the idea of removing an entire archetype because it quote unquote doesn't work. Just because I don't think stealth killers work doesn't mean I don't think they should exist. Same with trap characters. I'm like, trap characters should totally exist in this game. They should exist in every game in some form, I feel. It's a playstyle that some people enjoy, and those people should be catered to. Just like everybody else. Maybe not as much as everybody else, but they should still be catered to. It's the same argument I have with the whole, like, the banning thing we were talking about earlier. Like, oh, you enjoy this type of play style? Well, unfortunately, most people don't like it, so we're removing it. Like, what? I know that's kind of a straw man, but like I mean, it's really what it sounds like sometimes. What do I even run under with Dragon Script? What the fuck? God, I hate Pyramid Head sometimes. I don't know, man. Choi made a video about that a long time ago, and I don't like that idea. I like what it's trying to do, but I don't like the idea, personally. I like the traps, but I don't like the teleporting. What else are they supposed to do? Because it has to be different from Trapper. Also, that's the other problem with trap killers, by the way, and why we haven't seen very many. There's not really much more you can do with traps. Also, we had a killer that had traps that debuffed. It was Skull Merchant. I just realized that. And everyone loved Skull Merchant. Unless you mean like the debuff is like, oh, they're oblivious. Who cares? If you're chasing them, it doesn't do anything. If you're not chasing them, I mean, maybe you can sneak up on them, but you wouldn't know if they're oblivious, so it doesn't matter. Right, but what I'm saying is, like, a trap killer that does debuffs was literally Skull Merchant. That was like her entire. Was her entire concept as a character, pretty much. It was zone control with a trap. Technically, it's pre-play zone control is what it was, but regardless, it was basically a trap that applied debuffs. Because it's like, okay, well, the debuff can't be exposed because that would be too much and people wouldn't like it. It can't be hinder because that's annoying and people don't like playing against being hindered. Okay, so what's left? Okay, it could be oblivious, but again, if you're already in chase with somebody, them being oblivious doesn't matter. And if it's somebody else that's oblivious, while yes, it might get you a hit, you'll have no idea of knowing that that's what got you the hit. That's one of the problems with oblivious as a status effect. It could be blindness, but that has the same problems oblivious does, if not worse. You were so fierce. Keeping the Skull Merchant clan alive, I see. Thanks, Lynx. How do you feel if she could place traps like how Henry puts his binds down? It would take a bit for them to arm and form on the grounds. She would just wait until you're at a loop, plot where the trap is supposed to be, corral you into it, and you either A, leave the loop, or get hit with the trap. And if the trap's not deadly, then it doesn't matter. That would basically just be Dream Palette Freddy at that point. Like, if you're in a loop with Dream Palette Freddy, your options are avoid the Dream Palette or walk away from the loop. That's my problem when people are like, Trapper should be able to throw his traps. So you guys want him to just throw a trap in a loop, so you then just have to leave it? Like, that's all you're doing. And if you give them an arm time, like, it doesn't... The same thing happens. It's just they wait until it's armed before they leave the loop. That's the only difference. You're just delaying it. In Grimoire, we are getting a hex that limits the amount of haste survivors can have at a time. So fantasy is the limit. I mean, one that's a hex and it's a perk, not a killer power. I mean, again, it's like I'm trying to think of a status effect that you could apply to it. A debuff that would be fun to play against. Or not annoying to play against. Because that limiting haste thing is just a fancy way of doing exhaustion. It just doesn't affect every exhaustion perk. That's all that is. The only things it doesn't affect is like dramaturgy. She can place traps map wide. I mean, that would be cool until you're playing against it and, oh, she pre-set up her trap. I like that idea. That's an idea I've had for the Skull Merchant rework. But, like, if she could just pre-place the traps map wide, then she can just be like, okay, I'm just going to place them all around main building. Or, oh, there's my 3-gen here. I'm just going to place them all here. Like, that would be the problem. Well, no. That's what I'm saying, though, Mork. What debuff could they add that would be beneficial for the killer, that isn't annoying to play against, that would warrant the fact that it's a trap, and the survivor has to land on it? Again, it can't slow them down. It can't CC them. So it can't be one of those. So that limits us immediately. How about we make her 115? I'm fine with that on Hag. I used to be against it. I'm fine with Hag being 115. At the very least, I feel like she should be 115 for like 10 seconds after she teleports. At the very least. Just so her lunge is longer. It can rework deafening. That could be interesting. I I mean, like, it's not a bad, like, it's still, but the thing with deafening is the same thing with blindness. Like, will it get you a down or a hit? Probably it will. It probably has. But you have no way of knowing it did. A Nightfall as darkness effect? Well, that would just, then we're leading into accessibility issues. Plus, people don't exactly enjoy being blinded. Or are you talking about reworking deafening into that? I mean, yeah, you could do that, but again, it like the biggest problem with deafening is the accessibility issues, and I feel like just making it another accessibility issue, but for a different group of people, doesn't fix the problem. It's just you're just moving the city somewhere else. Dark isn't scary, it's annoying. That's what I'm saying, though. And again, DVD has enough accessibility options or issues I would not want to add to that list. If they trigger too many traps, I mean, I don't see a problem with that one. You would have to make sure the limit is a decent amount, but again, it would lead into, oh, there's a trap here. I'm going to leave the loop now. For instance, hallucinations, fake terror radius, fake survivor noises, fake generator noises, even fake auras. I don't hate that idea. The problem with them is that Doctor's Hallucination is a good example. It doesn't do anything. It might freak someone out like one time, and then it's just flavor at that point. Fake terror radius, Doctor has that too. Fake survivor noises? I mean, sure, but if they're running anything with aura, then they're gonna know. Fake generator noises, same thing. And if they have fake auras, I mean, if they don't have an aura perk, they're gonna know it's fake. They didn't run into the problem a lot of deception characters in games run into. Yoru from Valorant is like a very good example of that. Survivors drop their item and can't hold any items. I don't... Actually, can you pick up... Hang on. I have to go to Huntress, because she's the only thing that has it in the game anymore. Is it this one? Is it... It was a yellow. Is it this one? Yeah. Behavior. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Behavior. Okay, it just says it, I guess. Incapacitated prevents survivors from healing, repairing, sabotaging, cleansing, blessing, mending, or using items. Okay, they can still pick them up, I guess. They pull out this whole perk system where I can right-click to figure out what the status effects are, but then they fucking make the add-ons not do. I've never noticed that till just now. Because I just know what Mangled and Hemorrhage does, so I don't care. Burdened. Receive X% hindered effect when carrying an item. Not a special item like vaccine or videotape. I mean, I don't hate that, but like, again, people don't like being CC'd. That would be really annoying to play against. What was the last crowd control character we got? Houndmaster, I guess, technically, even though it's inevitable, basically. Sock, that would be an accessibility nightmare. That would be a fucking accessibility nightmare. The traps already are when they, like, turn your camera. I know a lot of people who can't play against Hag because of that. Making it teleport you somewhere else, that would be fucking ridiculous. That would give me a headache. That's why some people can't play Singularity. It's because of that's part of why they gave him the Killer Instinct thing. It was to help you orient yourself. The difference between Singularity having it and Hag's Traps having it is that you're choosing to play Singularity. You don't choose to play against Hag. What the... No. No, I want Dragon's Grab. Do I run unforeseen? I feel like I should just run unforeseen with this. Teleport to Backrooms Trap should be the right... Yeah, just give her a unique hook effect or something. I don't think that would solve her problems, because then you have to add something else to her power. I mean, she goes underground. Why can't she just puddle around like Vecna, you know? Hag's teleporting could be fine for me. It's just because survivors can spin the swing and Hag is 110, so you don't gain distance unless you were across the map. I mean, fair. Increase the effects. I don't hate that idea. But again, like, we're running into the issue of, like, what do we make the effect? Because, again, it can't be CC. I mean, it can, but, like, it would be annoying. Illusion sounds like a cool idea, but, like, while I like the idea, the problem with illusions is that if people don't fall for it, then you just feel then you're powerless. I'm gonna run Deadlock, that way I know which gen to kick. I mean, you could. It would be an interesting, unique thing she could do. And I think it would fit her. It would run into issues, the same issues Totems run into, but, like, I don't think that's a big problem. That's fine. Welcome to the stream. It's like 90% of the streams. What? I don't know, I think Hag is an interesting case study for a lot of things. Make Hag's clones follow the survivors who trigger the trap. Hag can teleport to the clones. So make her knight, but she can swap places with the clone? I mean, I think that's a cool idea. Can the clone damage the survivors? Because if it can't, what's stopping them from just running into the clone and destroying it? Unless they can't. And then that would run into AI issues, I suppose. Give Hag a cauldron that is replacing... There you go. I'm not even saying any of these ideas are necessarily bad. It's just I'm pointing out the issues with them. It inflicts oblivious if they run into it? I mean, maybe, but does that really solve anything? Because you can't give them no warning she teleported. They have to have some warning. What song is this? Oh, it's Stardew Valley. Oh. I thought it was Banjo-Kazooie. I mean, remember the talk we were having about ego earlier? That's not me saying any of you are being egotistical about it, but like, you know, everyone thinks their idea is good. Everyone does. It's just the nature of humans. Wesker. I just answered your question, Lynx. And that's why Behavior keeps trying to make another Wesker. I mean, they could lean into the witch identity. I'm fine with that. But I also want to keep the trap identity because that's Hag to me. And I don't want to lose another trap character. So the issue with that, Mork, is that it's the same problem some people are assuming is going to happen with the Angel Killer. If survivors are good enough, not even good enough, I would assume average. If survivors are like decent enough at the game, then that won't matter at all. They'll just hit the skill checks anyways. And then you don't have a power. Tunneling, gent collision, hitbox issues, he has problems. Yeah, but notice how none of those are about the power itself. Tunneling is a playstyle that's in the game. Jank, collision, and hitbox issues isn't the powers problem, that's the coding issues. That's not, the power itself has no issues. Like, the concept of what the power does, if it works like it's supposed to, both sides enjoy it. At least for the most part. There's some people who don't, but for the most part. Why do they bring Mannequin Foot? Based on how many traps someone has triggered, we're like condemned, maybe? I mean, maybe. Let's run away, Steve. Jake, touch it. Touch it. Touch it, man. Do it. You won't. Wow. That somehow kind of worked. Come on, Jake. Touch it. Touch it, man. Do it. Oh, he did. Does he have calm spirit? Are you shitting me? The one match, I'm fucking bringing Dragon's Grip, and they have calm spirit. So I just have to look at the fucking cooldown. Great. Great. It probably isn't a depth, Jake. I had a plan. I had a goddamn plan, Arthur. I just needed the money. Wait. No, he's not going Adept. He just has Calm Spirit. He just has Calm Spirit. I hate this place. You're here. Your scratch marks ended. Oh, he just left. Okay. Fair enough. Quentin has Dead Hard. That is duly noted. They should be over here in this corner. Unless they went over towards Ace. Top gen got it. It's fine. He just waited out the 25 seconds, really. Interesting. He really wants to stun me with his pallet in here. Can I hit this? I don't know if I can. Do you have Dead Hard too? I haven't seen an exhaustion perk out of you. Goodbye. I'm going to save it. I'm going to save this for this gen. Who is that? Claudette? Oh. Claudette, touch the gen. Oh, Quentin. Quentin, I know you have Dead Hard, my friend. Good dodge, Quentin. Quentin, you have Dead Hard. Claudette, you're exposed. 60 seconds, by the way, on that exposed timer on Claudette. Quentin's still behind me. I hear him. Hi, Jake. Oh, she had Deli? Ayo? Oh, good shit. Oh, Quentin plot twisted? Hang on. Hang on. Hold up. I'll read your stuff, by the way, Chad. I'm not ignoring it. I swear. I'm just locked in a bit. That'd be Jake there. They're over here healing, I believe. Oh, yeah, they just finished that one. That's fine. But I'm pretty sure this means Ace is over here, though. It's either Ace or Quentin. Is that Ace or Quentin? It's Ace. They have to go for Claudette now. Oh, good. Good, 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 good. 15 seconds, by the way. I just have to wait 15 seconds. She lies all... Wow, she just screwed herself with that, I think. Good shit. Good shit. That was good. GG's. I should have tunneled out Quentin earlier. Sprint burst, decisive dead hard. We're gonna live forever. I couldn't even slug her. Deliverance, unbreakable. It is insane how much these two perks alone change the match. What do you mean? People genuinely do want, like, other killers to get dashes. I've unironically heard ideas to give, like, Pyramid Head dashes. I know we joke about it, but people have talked about it. Because that's the thing. It's like the new killer coming out, like the Angel Killer. I can almost promise you she's not going to be good. Fair. Not going to be good. How about this? Hag is given a cauldron in which Hag can place herbs she collects around the map to empower herself over time, and survivors can collect different herbs to do the opposite. And survivors can choose to extinguish the firewood beneath the cauldron at the same time, which will stop all the buffs from... Does she need the herbs to place the traps or get the debuff? Sorry. I forget that it hasn't been confirmed or anything. We don't even have a name. I'm still calling it Judy. Till we get a name, it's Judy, I'm telling you. You can't stop me. We don't, but, like, I feel like with Hag just suffers from the old killer problem. Wraith has the same issue. Like, if I type in speed right now, increases movement speed while cloaked by 5%. Increases movement speed while cloaked by 7%. Increases movement speed while cloaked by 9%. Like, does he really need 3 of these? But at the same time, if they do remove these and just put it in one add-on, wouldn't that one add-on have to be the 9 plus the 7? Because what about people who did run both the speed add-ons? Same with the uncloak speed. It's like, okay, blood is 12%. And Swift on white, wait, is it Swift on blood and Swift on white? Yeah. Blood increases it by 12%, and white increases it by 10%. Okay, what if there are people that really like running both of them and think they're like the best things to run on him? If we remove one of them, or both of these, like the green and the blue, do we just add the highest number to the purple? Or we could do that. We could move this to the blue, and then the blue to the green. Combine the add-ons, subtract some, and add the difference to base kit profit. You could do that. You could just make a base kit. That leads into other issues, though. Because now all of his, not limiters, the wrong word. All of his, it's not a limiter. All of his, thresholds, that's the word I was looking for. All of his thresholds have now changed. Will it break anything? Probably not. Particularly on Wraith, it probably won't break anything. Could it break something? Maybe. Like, there's people who run the uncloak, the two uncloak ones together. But there's also people who run just one of them with another add-on. So if you add part of it base kit and make the add-on stronger, you're now effectively making his limiters, or his shit, I just said the word. You're effectively making his, thresholds different. So now it affects the other add-ons differently because he can bring in another add-on with that effect. I don't know what skin this is, if I'm honest with you. It's Murky Anglers. I think it was a Christmas skin. I don't know. Apparently I don't have the weapon. Breakpoints, Sock. Thank you. Yeah, it changes breakpoints. Limiters, yeah, breakpoints. I think it's a better word for it. Yeah, it changes all of that. That's the problem with adding add-ons base kit, is that you also have to think of the limiter, the breakpoints it fixes. Well, it's not even diminishing returns necessarily. It's like, okay, let's say, what's a good example? I guess Clapper is like really the only one, since the rest are just number buffs. But like Clapper, for example, like if you add, okay, let's say we remove the brown one. Where is it? Is it brown or green? I think it's green actually. Let's say we remove, let's say we take this 8% from the green one, make it base kit. Okay, he uncloaks 8% faster. Okay, and then we move this 10% from whites and put it onto blood. So now it's 22%. But then we lower it to 20 just to compensate a bit. So now it's 20%. So now if Wraith brings just blood, just this one add-on, his uncloak speed has been increased by 28%. So now, if you combine that with the fact that he can also bring Clapper with it, he can run Clapper while also basically running all three of these add-ons at the same time. Sock, we can't do that. And I blame the community. We can't do that. We can't test stuff like that on the PTB. The community has basically told behavior to stop doing that. I don't think they're going to, but the community's basically told behavior not to test stuff like that on the PTB anymore. Especially because, and what I mean by that is that, like, the community hasn't told behavior to stop testing stuff on PTB. What they've told behavior is that, okay, if something is content is releasing, so like Vecna, don't do any like balance changes on that patch, because then we run into what happened with Kursu or other PTBs where this has happened, but that's probably the biggest example, where people won't really talk about the problems with the character or really test the character. They're kind of testing the other changes, and either one of them gets ignored by either the devs or the community. And then when they do a PTB that is only balance changes, like they did recently, no one fucking plays it. And then it was pointless. No one tested anything. So we're kind of sending behavior mixed messages. It's like, yeah, test the stuff, but also, if you do, we're not going to test it. Because it's not content. I'd be fine with that. I don't think she needs a long lunge at a trap. I think making her 115, making her lunge longer was enough. I'm fine with that. I think Hag having infinite range on her traps for the teleport is fine. If someone steps in a trap, they should be punished for it. Do we just do that to Wraith, though? Because you can't just have Wraith be the exception for the diminishing returns. Well, that's the other problem. Console players can't test it either. Like, I say this all the time. I'm confused at what exactly we all think the point of the PTB is. I genuinely don't understand what we all think the point is. Because to me, the PTB is to limit test. It's to throw the craziest ideas you have, throw them at the wall, see if it works, and then pull it back if it didn't. Not get rid of it, but like pull it back a little bit. No, I don't think we do that either. People have been mad about them doing that too. They did that with Chucky, and people fucking hated it. That's why nothing changes, by the way, what I just described. It's partly behavior's fault, it's partly the community's fault. It's not just one or the other. Like, I'm working on the anti-tunnel video right now. I'm working on the script and such, and it's like... Oh, also, chat, what's the animal for today? No one picked one. If anyone wants Pyramid Head to be an animal, we can pick it now. The illusion of doing something? I mean, maybe... I mean, you could, if you want to have a cynical view about it, sure. I think behavior is genuinely trying to test stuff, and then people give them shit for it. Like, don't get me wrong, like, the Twins PTB is an example I bring up all the time. Yeah, it was really dumb changes. They were massive, a tape. You know what, I'm doing that just because you named a really obscure animal. And I have a good idea for this. Okay, hang on. I'm only doing this because a tapir, like, I have never heard anyone say tapir before. For those that don't know what a tapir is, it's basically like a little, it's like a pig elephant. Okay, alright. I got this. He's the tapir. Shut up. It's so dumb. What I'm about to do to make this work is going to be so stupid, by the way. This one might take a minute, actually, chat. Oh, what do you mean there's white behind it? It was a... Man. I think that messes up my whole thing. No! I think I can still make this work. Hang on. Hang on. Perseverance, chat. Perseverance. I only know them because of Far Cry 3 and 4. That understandable, honestly. This animal is so fucking obscure. And you know what? For those that don't know what an actual tapir looks like, I'll look one up. They're actually really cute. They're really cute, in my opinion. I think they're adorable. And I think my description of an elephant pig is yeah. This is a tapir. This is what they look like. Look at him. Look at him. He's adorable. I have a plan to make the trunk work. Don't worry. Don't worry, Chad. I have an idea for this. I'm gonna make it work. It's just gonna require some finagling and Photoshop magic. What was I talking about before this? Chad, help me with the machinations of my mind. I have no idea what I was talking about before that. Oh, PTBs, right. So, the thing with, like, the twins PTB is, like, it was, like, not a good idea. But does that mean it shouldn't be tested at all? Like, that's a genuine question. Like... What the... Thank you. No. No, I need it to be the same dimensions. No! Fuck. Oh, there's so many drowsies. No one tell MMJ TV. No one do it. I don't know, but like the Twins PTB is like a very good example. Like, just because it's a dumb idea like that, does that mean it doesn't deserve to be tested at all? The thing with this is what I'm doing does not need to be perfect because it should line up anyways. The twins rework was a real test. And people were like, why would Behavior do this? That's why we're testing it, to see how it works. Well, same thing with the anti-tunnel stuff. But the way a lot of people saw it was like, no, it wasn't them testing it. It was them forcing it on the community. But the way I see it is like, no, it wasn't. Because if it was them forcing it on the community, it would have gone through, and it didn't. Ah, shit. But I mean, that's the thing to me is it's like stuff like that is what I want to see on the PTB. The Twins rework is stuff I want to see on the PTB. Do insane sweeping changes like that. Even the anti-tunnel thing. Like I know I'm in the minority that I actually like the patch, but regardless, I think behavior should be at least a little bit applauded for at least trying something. But we basically told them, hey, never do something like this again. Never test anything that might be a bit controversial, that might, like, upset the game at all. And before you say, no, we didn't, we told them they should do stuff like this more often. Yeah, that's probably not the message they received, I feel. What the fuck is left? What the fuck did I miss? Am I dumb? What did I miss? It didn't take away time and resources, though, because most of the people working on that had nothing to do with the other problems. That's like when people are like, how can Behavior release a bunch of skins when there's so many bugs in the game? That's wasting time and resources. Because that's a different team. That's an entirely different team. That's like blaming your electrician because your plumbing doesn't work. What the fuck am I missing? There, I got it all. Holy shit. It is insane what you can do in Photoshop if you just learn how to layer. Fuck you, Pokemon's your Pokemon. Did Operation Health season and it didn't do much because they took away from their respective fields to work on game health. Well, it wasn't even just that. It was also like I think people. I say this all the time about Operation Health and Rainbow Six Siege. It almost killed the game. um, it almost killed the game because while yes, they were working on Operation Health and making the game quote unquote better, it had the problem of there was no content, so a lot of people stopped playing the game. I don't know how I want to do the nose. We got Drowsy Horde Battle. What EVs does Drowsy give? I assume it's special attack. I literally don't think I can make it anymore. God, we're looking at the fucking pixels. I don't think devs need to play their game to balance. I don't think devs have to play their game to work on the game. I don't agree with that. Most game devs don't play their games. I don't think it would hurt, but I don't think it's a necessity. Because the other thing with that is like, oh, they should play their game. Okay, should they play their game, or do they have to be good at the game? Because that was a problem the League of Legends community had for a while there, because a lot of people didn't like that a lot of the devs weren't high ranked. Because they felt it led to balance not being done properly, because they were assessing things based on the lower ranks. What the fuck is missing? Go away. Nothing speaks better than first-hand experience. I'm not saying it doesn't. I just don't think it should be a requirement. And also that it would create bias with the balancing. Because the problem you would run into there is that now you're balancing the game around what you want as a player of the game. Because, like, for example, I say this all the time, should the community's ideas, like, not obviously not all of them, but like, should the community's ideas, like, should behavior just listen to all of them? Because if the devs play their game, now they're players. So basically they are. Hang on. It'll work. This will work itself out. Don't worry. It's going to look bad for now, but I'm going to make it look better. You just got to trust the process, chat. If I had to be good at a game, I would be mad. I'm bringing my work home with me. We all hate homework. Well, yeah. I mean, like, that's the, like, it comes to a question of where the line is. It's like a football, like, it's like coaches and, like, again, it's like coaches. Why is my eraser doing that? I hate it when this happens. I don't know what causes this. It's like coaches in, like, professional sports. Like, most of them don't play the game they coach. Hell, some of them didn't play the game they coach. Never have. So, like, I personally think there's a line to that. I don't think devs have to play the game they work on. I genuinely don't think they have to. And I do say it a lot, but, like, I'm actually mostly fine with a lot of the decisions the behavior has made. I don't think they're perfect, but God, no, they're not perfect. But no game dev studio is. Again, I bring up this question a lot. I don't know a game dev studio for a live service game, PvP mostly, but also PvE, that quote-unquote knows what they're doing. And I know the common response to that is, oh, well, behavior is worse. Yeah, but that doesn't change the fact that most players for live service PvP games hate the developers no matter what the game is. No, there should not be community polls and votes. No, 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 no. God, no. Nope. Nope. There should not be community. The reason there shouldn't be community polls and notes or and votes is because it would lead to the same problem we have now that people complain about, where it's like the only people behavior listens to is the vocal minority. Making it a vote is literally giving the power to the vocal minority. Also, I don't like the idea of votes by nature. It's part of why I'm kind of getting sick of the Grimoire, but I don't like the idea of notes by nature because I'm still of the belief that most people don't know what they actually want. When you stream, one of the most common tips is not play your job game in your free time. Yeah, I don't do it. I mean, like, right now I kind of am because I'm trying to finish the 100 hours of Pyramid Head, but, like, you know, for the most part, I don't play DBD off stream that much. It's not because I don't enjoy the game, it's because I don't want to burn myself out on the game. Also, there's that problem, too. You can't do votes because 80% of the player base is Survivor. It was the problem people had with the perk voting for the Grimoire, was people, I mean, it kind of happened, but not really. People thought it was going to be really biased towards Survivor, not because of the devs, but because there's more Survivor players than killer players. And you're letting everyone vote. And you can't rely on content creators. Content creators have their own bias and are playing a different game from the average person. Like, I don't trust Hens and fucking Oddstarva to balance Dead by Daylight. I genuinely don't. I don't think it would be a bad game, but I feel like it wouldn't be Dead by Daylight anymore. I'm putting so much fucking effort into this. Oh shit, I don't know which one's the... There it is. Okay, I think we did it. I think we're good. Well, yeah, and that's the other problem with like doing a vote. I've talked about it before, like the problems with like the voting thing for the Grimoire, and one of my bigger issues with it was the influence content creators have on it that people like don't really talk about. I think I talked about it on stream once, but it's like the most recent one, like the music stuff, right? It's like, okay, one that doesn't, it's really not that big of a deal, but like if Otsdarva comes out and is like, yo, I really like track 3, like, you don't think more people are gonna vote for it than normal? And doesn't that avoid the entire point of a community vote? Because now that's just Otsdarva's vote. I think this came out good, chat. I think I should lower the ears, actually. I think I should lower the ears. There we go. Beautiful. I think that's one of my favorite ones we've done, actually. You can balance. God, no. Do you guys really want my balance? No, my balance of this game would be dog shit. Are you kidding me? Yeah, don't take my balance for the game. Like, I sit here and, like, you know, I criticize, like, you guys give me ideas, and I'm like, oh, well, that wouldn't work because this, and that. That doesn't mean I think I'm right. I mean, I do think I'm right because I'm a human being and bias and all that stuff. It's like when people are like, I want to be, like, king of the world. Do you really, dude? Brother, if everyone was like me, like, no one would get anything done. Never. I don't know. It's just like, none of these issues are, like, as simple as we make them out to be, especially since a lot of the issues, like, can only be fixed with behind-the-scenes stuff we know nothing about. Again, it's like when people are like, oh, we should just make Dead by Daylight 2, when we don't even fully understand how the licensing works. Or the coding. Or, like, the whole idea of, like, I've said this before, if they make DBD 2, because I know a lot of people want this, let's take the licensing out of the fucking equation, right? Let's just take the licensing out of the equation. If they make Dead by Daylight 2, should it still work on older consoles? Should it still work on the Switch? That's a genuine question. Because personally, I say no. I think last-gen consoles are holding back Dead by Daylight. I think they're holding back a lot of games, actually, but Dead by Daylight's a big one. And I know it sucks, and I know there's still a big player base on those consoles, but I do think it's genuinely time to rip that fucking Band-Aid off. I genuinely think it is. I don't know. It's something I've thought about for a while. Like, I do wonder how much... Because I really don't think the Xbox One and PS4 are holding it back too much. I still think they're holding it back. But it does make me wonder, how much is the Switch holding back Dead by Daylight? Because from what I understand, like, console authentication, I know Scott talked about it in his video today with, like, balance patches and stuff. From what I understand, PlayStation and Microsoft, it's like a 2-week wait. I think on Nintendo Switch, it's like a month. Unless you do it server side, then they don't have to worry about it. But the problem with doing it server side is that that can really only be number adjustments. It can't be anything major. So again, it does make me wonder, how much is the Switch holding Dead by Daylight back? How much is the Switch holding about other games? There's not really that many live service PvP games on Switch, to be fair, but still. I don't know. Chat, it's always fun to chat with you guys. It really is. It makes my day that anyone gives a shit what I have to say. Drowsy was fun. Unless it is cloud gaming. Well, yeah, but I mean, that's what I'm saying. I feel like Switch is holding the game back a lot. I think it's one of the things that no one talks about that is holding the game back more than people give it credit for. And I feel for Switch players, if you play the game on the Switch, I don't hate you or anything. And I don't think, oh, they should just rip the game out of me. Like, but at the same time, if it's holding the game back, or any game, I feel like it's just a Band-Aid that... Because it is a Band-Aid that's going to have to be ripped off at some point. At some point, they're going to have to stop supporting the Switch version. And the Xbox One version. And the PS4 version. I don't know when that day's going to come. But, like, if DBD lasts for 5 more years, let's say 5 more years, will it still be running on the Nintendo Switch in 5 years? Can it still run on the Nintendo Switch in 5 years? You know what I mean? Like where's the line? When does it stop? Yeah, RBD is a good example, I suppose. I mean, RBD bricked consoles. It bricked some consoles. That's how bad it was. I'm surprised 2v8 works on consoles, if I'm honest with you. It's part of why I'm pretty sure it took them so long to add another zombie to Nemesis, is just because of consoles. Particularly the Switch. But Xbox One and PS4 also. Like, it does make me genuinely wonder, how much is it really holding the game back? Wait, was Dead by Daylight on PlayStation Vita? Was that a thing? The thing with Switch, though, is that it can upgrade. But the other problem with that is that with console prices hiking up, I know a lot of people who still won't buy a fucking PS5. Now, I'm not sitting here shaming anyone. You know, fucking money's tight nowadays. I'm not being like, you must buy a PlayStation 5. But, like, at the same time, like, if you can't upgrade, like, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Like, it's a luxury hobby at some point, you know? I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. I don't know when you do it, how you do it. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Well, yeah, but that's different. That's different. Because this is an actively supported game on a console that people still use. The Switch isn't going anywhere. I still use a Switch. I still have a Switch. I don't plan on upgrading. I have no reason to. Hell, my sisters just got Switches. Like, a month ago. Switch 1s. The Switch isn't dying out anytime soon. I seriously doubt it. It's just like the PS2 didn't die out. What was the last game for the PlayStation 2? What year did it come out? Last game for PS2. The last game for the PlayStation 2 came out in 2014. 2014. A console that popular, like, they're not going to stop. Even the Wii, like, last game on Wii. $2020. They were still making games for the Wii till 2020. The PS Vita failed for a bunch of other reasons. That's why it kind of died out. But these consoles are popular. I think this isn't the Switch. I forget if it's the Switch or the Wii. One of them is like the most best selling consoles of all time. Yeah, they're not going to stop making games for those. They're just not. Not for a while. I play on Xbox S. I mean, yeah, like that's the other thing is like because we're about to get another generation of consoles. I didn't buy a PS5. I didn't buy whatever, I forget what the Xbox was called. I think it was the Xbox S. I didn't buy the new Xbox. I bought a PC. So I didn't have to worry about it. But we're about to hit another generation of consoles already. And people aren't going to be able to buy those. And PS5 and Xbox prices aren't going down. They're going up. The Switch 2's price is about to go up. Like, I'm really curious how much of a factor it really is on Dead by Daylight. In any case, chat, if I keep going with this, I'm never going to stop. But I love you guys as always. Again, I love you guys that stick and listen to my rambles. But we'll be back. We might be doing 2v8 with Kassir tomorrow. I don't know if we are. We planned for it, but not like really. We kind of just said we were doing it. Didn't really plan anything out. But I love you guys as always.